And on that note, we have finished up everything we need to do on the surface of the planet. There are other things we can possibly do, more fuel cells we could possibly collect, just random things to do that would get us minor rewards. But there's no reason to do any of that, really. We're done here, we can head to the walled city. No, it won't cost us any more fuel cells because we've already been there. Don't know how that works. I wish that was how fuel worked in the real world. You only spend it when you're driving somewhere for the first time. Like, commuting would just be so much nicer in every way, if that was the case. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but for now, we must fly to the walled city.
Hurry, Fox! There must be another Krazoa shrine hidden within the walled city. When you land, go directly to the King Earthwalker. He should be able to tell you where to start looking. Peppy out!
Okay. Once again, we need 7 gold rings to open the force field. And actually, amusingly, it's now fairly early on 8:30. Also, I missed a gold ring. Better be careful, you can't miss too many of those here. It's fairly early on the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. And I'm not even actually sure what day of Christmas that ends up being, because there's all sorts of confusing things about which all days of Christmas and Thursdays that actually even matter. I'm not even really trying at this point. Also, there's some definite like early American civilization influences here of various early American civilizations. Mainly gonna go with Aztec, it looked like, but there looked like there might have been some Maya there. My Inca tech. But yeah, I mean, those hoops we were flying through were basically that ball game. Anyone who might know said anything about those pictures, might remember it from my history classes, might know what I'm talking about. But I'm rambling at this point. I don't know why I was talking through that whole thing, or if I even was, because I was probably going to speed that up anyway. But, oh well. Let us go to the King Earthwalker. All the Red Eyes are gone. We basically committed genocide on them. That's fun. I'm a terrible person. But we need to talk to
The
the king.
Earthwalker you saved was a great friend. Thank you, Fox.
Oh, they were talking about the guy from Dragon Rock, I guess.
Soon our tribe can return to the city.
But yes. King, what do you have to tell us?
Fox, on behalf of Dinosaur Planet, I thank you for returning the Spellstones to their rightful place.
For what good it did? If you didn't notice, you're still stuck up here in this floating rock.
By removing the Spellstones, Scales caused our planet to tear apart. Returning the stones has stopped the flow of magic energy, but only by the power of the Krazoa spirits will the floating lands return.
Seems like we both have our reasons for finding the last of the spirits. The Queen said I could find one here in the city. So where is it?
The spirit will be revealed once both the Sun and Moonstones are returned to the temple.
Ah yes, the sun and moon motif makes a return. So which one shall we do first? Well, looks to me like it's... Is the sun rising or setting? Is it... The sky is purple. But is it purple because it's turning today or purple because it's turning tonight? I'm seeing stars, so I'm guessing that means it's turning to night. But who knows when you're all the way up out here above the planet. But I guess because of that, oh, there's the sun. That definitely looks like it's setting. And because we did the sun first in the last time, I think I'm going to try the moon first.
Where the walls fade, time is your only enemy.
That is a cryptic message indeed. But now we can go into here, and we've got a bit of a sliding block puzzle. Hurrah. 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 Let me think about how to go about this. And you see some suns here along the walls. Oh, sorry about that. But basically, if you push the moon blocks into the suns on the walls, they reset. I think the entire puzzle resets. So you need to think about this a little. How are we gonna push these? How are we gonna push these? Well, I suppose trying something can't hurt in any sense. Aha. I think I did the right thing, actually. Push that there, push that there, and on a rebound off everything else. That can sit there, and that will sit on that one. That opens that that door. So let's go up and take a look, shall we? We can ride that up kind of like an elevator. But what good does this do? Well, let's go into first-person mode. And yes, they actually require first-person mode here. And they require you to zoom in and stare at that. And that opens that doorway. So now we must ride the elevator back down and enter the temple. I think the sun's starting to come up too, so it's probably about time we finish this. Let's flip the switch. Ah. Oh. Yeah. I should probably mention that the gates will raise and lower, but these platforms will fall if, like, after you walk on them. So, see, you should probably not do that. What you should do is something a bit more successful. Okay, first wait for this first gate to sink. Now just walk around like this. Do the same thing here. Walk slowly, and then do that. And that gets us into this room. Wide open space. Let's pound this groundquake panel. And time is a thing. And the walls fade. The invisible walls So yes, where the walls fade, time is your only enemy. It basically he was basically foreshadowing this challenge, which I seem to have completely... Oh, so close. Try that again. Cool. As you get basically smacked into next week. This is going a little more successfully. You basically go over here and then come around this way. The invisible walls are a little hard to navigate, but once you get to that door, you are basically home free. That. And use our portal device to open this door. This room is interesting. Once again, I'm gonna put this to here. And we've got 3 switches hidden behind that rotating disc. And 3 sets of three different phases of the moon. Now let's them. And I think you might have to do them in this order because you're making basically the moon is waxing. But I'm not entirely certain if you actually have to do them in order. Just hit all 3 switches, I guess. That order works well. The other other orders might not. I don't know. That's just what came to mind and it worked. But so now you've got a bridge over. Watch out for the ice blasts. Go over to the wheel and grab your moonstone. Place it underneath the temple to reveal the Krazoa shrine. Watch out for the ice again. Okay, Tricky. That was a good job. Let's head out and head over to the sun side again. Now, are those falling out from under us? It doesn't look like it. Guess it's just part of the challenge of getting over there. The first time. Looks like it's nighttime. Again, still probably again. But with that, we have made our way through the moon half of the second time through this place. And now the sun will rise. But first, what do you have to say?
Your goal may seem close, but the answer is not always so clear.
Interesting. Again, something to keep in mind. Go in here. And once again, you've got sun blocks and moon patterns on the walls. Now let's think this through. Like the other ones, there's a few that are obvious. You've got things that can be pushed to them, but it might not be the best thing to be hasty on that. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is push. Aha, I think I've got it. Push that. That goes to that one. There. Push. Push that. And now, yes. Push that. Bounce it off here. That one. Push that. And it goes there. And that opens that. That was fairly simple. I think we might have actually done the harder side first of this puzzle, now that I think about it. Once again, right up to the top. That's not what you need to do. Zoom in. Look into the sun, except don't, because you'll go blind. But in this case, staring into the sun opens the temple. Video games, teaching kids, or, well, in this case, teenagers, I guess, of the youngest intended audience. Teaching them bad ideas for their health. Since, well, a long time. But, okay, really now. What this is you've got to shift these blocks around to their proper... Really? You know what? Where's my ice blast? Chill out. And you two. Yes. I approve of those sentiments. It's tricky. Now push this moon block so that it faces outward from the blue. Now, all you have to do is move that there so you can pull this one. And this sun block was in the wrong sun position. And this one was in the moon spot. So let's put it in here. Once you got all the 3 blocks in their correct positions, which is not all that hard to do, this doorway will open. We've got things to go on here. Here's a place to pound that. Got a switch that's activated. And we've got a little bit of a maze going on here. Got another switch here that's behind some fire. But if you put out fire, it's active too. Got a switch that's active above a pit. You have to activate with our thing. That where we can burn.
Flame!
But the switch was active already. And then over here we've got the end and a doorway that we can't open yet. I think you see where this is going. Don't you? Anyway. But yes, what we need to do is pound this switch with the ground quake. And the doorway opens. But you can't go on. Instead, you have to hit all these switches that I walked you through, essentially, in the proper order. And you also have to douse these flames here. I don't know whether you have to burn that thing again, but that might be why they provide you with those. Hit this switch with the fire blaster. And that opens the way onward here. No, you don't have to burn that multiple times if you get it to on your first pass through. So that might be a good strategy. Plenty of time, so I'll grab this magic crystal just for the heck of it. And there we go. Once again, use our portal device opener thingy. And hooray. And looks like we've got another similar puzzle going on to in the last other side. We've got 3 different phases of the sunlight. And this is a little more vague, I suppose. See, yeah, you have to hit them in the proper order. And I believe it's that one, that's the dawn, the sun dawning. The sun during the day up here in the morning, the morning sun after the dawn, after it's risen from the sky. It's got the rays, the sunlight beaming out. And then here in the afternoon, evening, the paler sun on its way through the haze down to the horizon. I'll stop waxing poetic. I'll just pick up this sunstone. Place it underneath the temple to reveal the Krazoa Shrine. Now we've got both of the stones. Tricky, stop falling asleep on me. Or I'll leave you behind in this temple. Forever. I mean it. Oh, how'd you get the pa-pa-pa? I should really stop making that seem like a huge surprise, because it happens all the time in this game. So it's really not that big a surprise. But why is there a bomb spore plant up there on that wall? Am I just missing something? I don't know. But I guess with that... No, seriously. What is that doing there? I guess if you needed bomb spores from earlier on, you can just shoot it from down there and hope they drift down that way. I don't know. But anyway, it said underneath the temple is where these should be placed, right? So let's take a look underneath the temple. Back here where we went in to fight the boss of the Red Eyes. And it looks like these statues do indeed have another indentation to place things. So let's place our sunstone right there. And the statue rises even further. Place our moonstone here, and similarly, the statue rises yet again. And the top of the temple rises up to reveal a Krazoa Shrine warp pad. Tricky, I'm gonna feed you this mushroom.
I'm stuck.
Okay. Good. There's another place here. There's a mushroom. There. Now, all we have left to do is to ascend the temple. Collect our Krazoa spirits in the shrine on the top.
Your final test awaits at the top of the temple.
Well, it's not really our final test, per se. Is it? I mean, this is only the 5th Krazoa spirit, right? Well, we'll see how that all plays out. I'm even still not even remembering some of the details. But climb up here. Keep going around. And I think yeah, there's a ramp, but it's only on this side of the temple for some weird reason. And yeah, so here is where point of no return. Well, not really, because you can still fail the test and you can still warp back out of the shrine without the spirit. But essentially, this is the point of no return.